So let's talk about the viability of raising money with business loans. This is a risky, complex topic that I'll try to make clear. So before anything else, I want you to understand how much risk there is in funding your business through loans. Now, it's different where you can fund the business to start the business and get a loan. And the difference is a lot of people get a loan for an existing business. It's much easier to get a loan for an existing business than a business which has not started. It's actually not almost impossible, but very difficult to get a loan for a business which has not started from an institution. Right? You can get a loan from your friends and family and parents and whatever. That's maybe not hard, but from institutions like banks, nearly impossible. And I'll explain how to actually get loans, but it wouldn't be from banks almost, right? So before I get into it, I want to say I do not recommend that you get a loan to start your business. Now, I have said this many times, and not that many people have listened to me. There's another guy who's more known than me. His name is Mark Cuban, and he also, he's a very well-known entrepreneur. He also is against taking loans. Why are loans so bad? Well, because most businesses fail. And I'm not going to say that your business will fail, but just statistically, it so happens that most businesses end up failing. And if you take a loan and you put the loan into that business and the business fails, then guess what? Not only did your business fail, but you still owe a bunch of money to whoever you took a loan from, right? So you actually, like, if your business failed, okay, you can just start over. But if you still owe a loan, you actually have to work to pay that thing back. So you're in a hole, right? You're not like at a level, you're at a minus. So for that reason, loans are very risky and are not recommended. Sometimes they're okay if you just need a tiny amount, a relatively tiny amount, to just get you started, to get you some equipment. That's maybe okay, but don't take a big loan. That's usually a bad thing. Anyway, sometimes, having said that, different people have different situations. They're all unique. Every business is different. Every business situation is different. So sometimes it might be okay. You're an adult. I'll let you be the judge of what's better for your business. All I can do is make a suggestion. So let's get into how loans work. Banks usually like to loan to companies which have already started and have recurring monthly revenue. In the US, usually a $4,000 a month revenue benchmark is a benchmark a lot of loan companies use. Okay, if your business does not have like $4,000 a month, or at least close to that in recurring revenue for the last 6 months or something, then it's challenging. Okay, because banks are very risk averse. Okay, and when you haven't started, that's as much risk as you can have, right? Because you have nothing. There's nothing to base projections on. There's nothing to base anything on. So in the US, banks don't really loan to companies which have not started. Sometimes regional small banks, they might loan if you have like a great other credit history, everything else, they might. The way that you can get a loan is from these things called micro lenders, which are sort of like these websites that have popped up in the last 5-10 years, and two of them that are known. Many of them are known, but two of the ones that I like to discuss is Lendio.com and Prosper.com. Let me explain to you how they work. They're a little different. Lendio takes your application and shows it to many potential people and institutions who might loan to you, right? So they actually do the hard work for you, where they literally show your loan. They show your applications to others. And by the way, I have partnered with them. I'm an affiliate reseller of Lendio, and I'll have a link to their application in the very next lecture. But full disclosure, I am a partner of theirs, and if something good happens, they do pay me. So just make sure that you understand that part. And then Prosper.com, I'm not a partner of theirs, and they do crowdsourcing lending. What that means, it's a little bit, think about like Kickstarter, right? Maybe you're raising $10,000 and everybody gives you like $5, and after a while you can make a sum of 10,000. Okay, and same with Prosper. Instead of donations, It's a loan. So a lot of people, they lend you a little bit of money and you get to take a full sum. Okay? So Lendio and Prosper, they're very interesting two business models online where you can get a loan. They're worthwhile trying. They're cool companies. They're innovative. I feel like they're reputable enough for me to recommend that you will get a good service from both of them. And that's kind of how you get a loan. So we talked about why it's risky, why banks are not the right place to go. Even though most people who want to get a loan, they first ask me about banks. And then I actually explained to you how you can get loans online and there are many other loan websites online. The problem is that many of them, like something I think like Kabbage.com is another one. A lot of them they also have the threshold of you have to have started and you have to have revenue, right? So it's most people who would like to get a loan to start their business haven't started. And so for that reason, I recommended Prosper and Lendio because they can help you even if you haven't started. Okay, so that's loans. Hope that's helpful, and see you in the next lecture.